You know, sealant is super expensive right now. I mean, it's, you know, this little, 8 ounce is like $18. And so we don't want to lose this stuff. We want to reuse it, obviously. And we also don't want to make a mess and have sealant all over the place. So I want to show you how I change my tubeless tires without making a mess, and also how I save my sealant. First off, obviously, when you change tires, sometimes you have to change tires if you have a different event coming up. This pertains to gravel, road, and mountain tubeless wheels and tires. You can use this tip across all platforms. Now, the first thing I would get if you don't have one is this little device here. This is actually removes the valve core from the Presta valves right there. If you don't have one of these, you can use, just some basic pliers. Just be careful when you're taking those off. Try not to damage the valve too much, but definitely invest in one of these. If you can, Orange Seal has a great container here that you can use to take out sealant and add sealant and all that stuff. It comes with a little applicator right here and a different lid, and it's really great that they have this. They also come with a little dipstick that you can actually, once you remove the valve core, you can take your dipstick and then push it through right here. You can check how much sealant you have left. That's if you want to refill your tubeless tires that are already, you want to keep them on there and everything. But we're not going to use this today. Okay, now if you do not have one of these and you have children, or you know somebody with children, you can just get one of those, basic syringes that's from the pharmacy that you give kids medicine with, and you can use one of these. So I use this a lot. All right, so first off, we're going to remove the air from the tire, obviously. So we're going to use our valve tool here. Just take it loose. It's going to be a little loud here. All right. So let all the air out. Now you want to pop the bead only a little bit. You can do, a good bit. So we're going to pop the bead off one side. You want to take it off the bead all the way around, but you want to take it off the rim on one side. Sometimes you have to do both sides to get it loose enough. All right, so now we have it loose, and you can actually spin it this way, and you can see all your sealant in there. So we want to save all that sealant so we can put it in our next tire. Like I said, if you're in a bind and you don't have the Orange Seal bottle here, by the way, you want to have a container that you can obviously put the sealant back in while you're putting your other tire on, if you're using a syringe. So, because the syringe you can only take out, just a little bit at a time, so it's not much. So you got to take it and then you got to apply it back into your bottle or your jar, whatever you're putting it in. So that's one downside of using the small syringe. You got to do it a lot. And that's why I prefer to take the Orange Seal bottle, and then we're going to apply the applicator top to it, like so. And you basically use this like a giant syringe. So you can, have the air and everything. So you just squeeze it, get all the air out of it, put it in the sealant, and let it suck it up. All right, so we've just put most of it in there. There's not much left in now. So put some air out, put it down, and suck up the rest of it. Then you see we got most of the sealant out of there. And then you pop it off from this side too. Then you see it's very dry in there compared to having all that sealant in there. And then I usually take a water hose, spray out the inside, especially if I'm going to use this tire later. And then that way I can store it without sealant drying on the inside. So then you just basically clean it all out. And then you go get your other tire, put it on your rim, and you basically reverse the process. You have all that sealant sitting here in this bottle that you used before. Apply it, put it on there, air it up, and then you basically did a whole tubeless tire swap without making a huge mess, and also without throwing away a bunch of money with your sealant being lost. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, also hit the like button, and comment if you have any other tips or anything that you use to save your sealant and also to change tubeless tires. Thank you for watching.